I'm Mark Robbins. I live in Dallas, raise a family here in Dallas. I have 4 Salata locations and just really enjoy everything that I do. Well, really kind of started with you. Plant-based for me was kind of an observation when I saw you at the restaurant. I don't see you very often, but at my Salata Addison location, just seeing the transformation you made in the last couple of years with your own, body, your energy, your activities, and just getting to know you and seeing everything that you've done. That was kind of the first, experience I had with plant-based, and then it just turned into your offer to do a meal plan for me. And I didn't know exactly what I was getting into, but that was 2.5 months ago, and I feel like, where have I been for the last 50 years? Because I absolutely love it. But more than anything else, the biggest experience I had initially was just, there was like a day 4, day 5 was kind of like an energy drop. And you were so great about answering my questions and counseling me with everything that I had about, hey, I'm feeling this or I'm feeling that. And the biggest thing that I noticed was in the gym one morning and then immediately following on the tennis court, I had 0 energy. But your plan was to break me down and then build me back up with the right foods. And it has just been A+++. It's just been amazing what you've done. You cleaned out my microbiome. I felt the energy starting to come back. I started to embrace the diet. And being part of Salata, as you know, salad restaurant, 70 toppings. We have chicken, pesto chicken, spicy, shrimp, crab, quinoa. But it was and that's always been my go-to, protein selections. But you took my exact diet and you cut out certain ingredients. I went from 54 grams of fat to 5 grams of fat. You cut out the avocado, you cut out the sesame sticks, and you cut out the dressing. You had me purchase the right kind of dressing to just clean me from the inside out and work on my microbiome. But I then started gravitating to the quinoa, the falafel, and the energy after I got through the calorie deficit. Once I started started eating more calories, the benefits were just incredible. They were just amazing. Well, you gave me 3 or 4 kind of golden rules. No cheese, no dairy, no meat. And I wanted to embrace this, so I did not do it. Traveled on vacation right after I started, took 8 salads from the restaurant with me all the time. Every single day you were texting me, how's your diet? How are you feeling? So you were constantly in touch with me. It made me feel real comfortable with what I was doing. But on my trip, I took 8 salads and my blender for my smoothies in the morning, my salads in the afternoon, and then just vegetables and fish, as you recommended, kind of at night. As soon as I kind of got off that calorie deficit, then the gains just started to happen. I'm hooked. I'm absolutely hooked. So I'm a very routine, regimented person, and you've approved all this. Oatmeal in the morning, smoothie around 10, soup around 10:30, 11. The chipotle white bean soup. It's a vegan soup. I add some toppings from the restaurant in it: the broccoli, the garbanzo beans, the black beans. And then a salad from Salata at lunch. So up until noon, 1 o'clock, it's just completely clean. And then with your help, I love hummus. You directed me to the right type of hummus that doesn't have the oils in it. Eat that instead of with a wheat thin. Now I'm eating that with a carrot and zucchini and cucumber. And then dinner, now we buy from Nutrition from Better Living. Picked up a great order last night of the corn chowder, the chickpea salad, the unbelievable buffalo wings, and of course my favorite, the lentils, both the red and the green. So I feel spoiled. all my meal, like the entire difficult part of this is probably the time, effort, energy to put the meals together. But I'm so fortunate between, you know, the oatmeal, the flax, the chia seeds, the hemp seeds, the peanut butter, the oatmeal, the protein, the plant-based protein that you directed me to, as well as the bananas. So getting a great breakfast. I then go do my training, eating that 10:30 snack, having my lunch, my 3 o'clock snack, my dinner around 6 o'clock, and then grab something that you've made for me for a little snack around 8:30, 9 o'clock. So I'm constantly eating all day long. I've never felt better. So the best thing that you could have done for me originally, I need the science behind a reason. So you directed me to the Game Changer, and Game Changer explains, takes high-level athletes, Olympic, professional athletes, and it explains the science behind blood flow, inflammation in the veins, the microbiome, and in that video, they talk about a 26% energy increase. And I can't objectively measure my own. All I know is my vision, my concentration, both at work and specifically on the tennis court. I notice I can run and outrun and play a lot longer without, you know, fatigue. Seems like in golf I'm hitting the ball further, and I don't know if that's related or not, maybe just more core work, but I'm just seeing so many benefits from an energy level standpoint. Now, and the interesting thing about all of this is that you told me on day one, the complexion of your skin, your hair, it's amazing. It's amazing. I have dry skin. I have dry skin, and I would put oils and lotions on my skin in the morning. I haven't done that all summer long. So there's just so many tangible, noticeable things that I have personally experienced in these 60 days. But not only personally, but I'm seeing kind of a repercussion to my family, my kids, and my coworkers. And just the people around me are observing what I'm doing. And I just seem to engage in conversations with people all day long about plant-based diets. And I'm always kind of like, I don't want to push you, but I feel like I'm pushing you, but you got to try this, you know. I'm going to be honest, I do. It has been interesting how I have been able, though, to just not eat the things I used to eat. The cheese, the dairy. At night, a bowl or 2 or 3 of ice cream, milkshakes from different places. I love them. I have completely cut that out of my diet. And the people around me have offered, and I can just easily pass. And that's been something that, surprising to me, I have not had those cravings. I still walk by it and think about it and look at it, but I enjoy the food so much, and I'm addicted to the way I feel right now that I just don't want to go backwards. I don't want to have those things. Truthfully, on the way down to the beach and the vacation that we went on not too long ago, a couple months ago, of course, road trips, Chick-fil-A, you know, I had my salads and was eating my salads. So I could not tell you the last time I had a spicy chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A, or even more importantly, their peach milkshake, which is a seasonal, unbelievable thing. I still would enjoy it, but it's easy to say no. People I've known have said, if you can cut out something for 2 weeks, you essentially lose the craving for it. I do not seek out a snack at 9:30, 10 o'clock before I go to bed. I have my great dinner, I get full, and I call it a night. It is a cultural, generational conversation. It was just the right time for me with the pandemic and the amount of time that kind of the lack of work, the less time that I was spending at work, I had more time for exercising. It just was a perfect storm for me to try this. And really kind of from your own personal example, seeing you over the last couple of years and the transformation that you've made, it registered in my brain like there's got to be something to this. So even before I started plant-based diet, I still started eating quinoa with my chicken just because of the influence from people like you and from hearing about plant-based diets. But there are people, and from my conversations in the last 2 weeks, 2 days, there are people out there that just are hard, fast believers. You have to have red meat, chicken, or fish for your protein. But you have educated me. There are hundreds of ways to get protein in other ways. And the best thing from the Game Changers that I enjoyed the most, an ox, one of the biggest, strongest, baddest animals on the planet. Strong as an ox, we've all heard that expression. Oxes eat grass, they don't eat meat. So
I totally agree.
yeah, I love having a purpose, and plant-based diets have kind of given me a purpose to reach another level in my own personal life. It's impacted more than just tennis and golf and exercise. Well, I just want to say thank you to you. This has been probably the best 2 to 3 months. In the worst time of the last 10 years of my business, this has probably been one of the most interesting times for me. And I've gained a lot from the impact on myself, my family, my coworkers, and I really appreciate your constant communication and responsiveness to my questions. So thank you. And appreciate the food too.
Thank you.
Your food's amazing.
If you want to experience what Mark is experiencing, do you want to feel energized? Do you want to feel like you're born again? Because that's the way he describes himself when he texts me, or when he calls me, or when he comes to my office for a session. Just visit my website, nutritionforbetterliving.com, and I'm more than happy to help you. And don't forget that the foods that we put in our plates, it has the power to activate the genes that feed the chronic illness.